What's up, guys, and welcome back for another Diablo 3 starter build. This one's going to be for the Witch Doctor. The purpose of this video is to get you into Torment 1, farming Torment 1, right after hitting level 70. And as you can see here, I've got all rare items to simulate this. I've taken all of my Paragon points out as well. And then for the cube, we just have a bunch of worthless stuff that doesn't really apply to this build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the build, and then we're going to run a Torment 1 normal Rift and just show you kind of how to operate this build so that you can start farming and getting better gear. Now, chances are you will have better gear than I do when you do hit level 70. So with that being said, this build should get you fairly far into the farming and getting your set pieces and all that stuff to really progress into the build that you want to put together. Starting off with the skills, we're going to go through these pretty quickly. We're going to be using Grasp of the Dead with Death is Life. What this will do is when you cast it down, anything that dies inside will spawn a zombie dog. And then we're using Piranhas with Prawnado to kind of group everything together and do more damage. Gargantuan with Humagroid. This is going to be, one of our damage dealers. Spirit Walk with Jaunt to help us get around and get out of sticky situations. And then summon zombie dogs with Leeching Beast, and this is going to allow us to have even more dogs to sacrifice. With that being said, we'll be using Sacrifice with Next of Kin, and what we'll do is we'll be sacrificing zombie dogs to do a considerable amount of damage, and then they also have a chance to resurrect a new dog when they die. The passives we're going to be using are Grave Injustice, Pierce the Veil, Midnight Feast, and Confidence Ritual. So let's go ahead and get started with the normal Nephilim Rift, and I'll just walk you through how the build operates. It's not very fast, it's very methodical. You want to try to clear as much as you can in the Rift so that your zombie dogs kind of stay on target. So starting off with the Rift, you're going to summon your Gargantuan and your zombie dogs, and then you're just going to be looking for anything. You can just elite hunt if you want, but for the most part we're just going to be looking to killing everything in the Rift, making sure you keep Grasp of the Dead up so you can get some zombie dogs back, keeping them at 4, using Prawnado to do damage as well. You see here, pretty chill build. You can skip a lot of these like one-off trashes if you want, and for the most part you're just going to be kind of just clearing it all. And whenever you have to, if you find yourself with one zombie dog or whatever, you just recast zombie dog, or if you try and get them on target again, you can recast it as well. Some targets are a little bit harder to take down just because of the different armor types that they have, but for the most part just group everybody up the best you can. Like here, I'm not going to use Prawnado yet until all these guys get over here, and then just use Sacrifice. I'm down to 4. I have 4 dogs. So there you go. Pretty simple, just keeping Grasp of the Dead underneath everybody so you keep all your dogs up. Some of the champion elites can actually, take a little bit to get down when they have shields or something like that. It can be a little difficult. Like this guy has, we got him down. And like I said, as you get better gear, you're going to go a lot quicker through this. We're just going to kind of skip around a little bit and look for another champion pack, just to try to show you a little bit more of the build. Of course, we get this really maze-like layout here. Alright, we're going to go and stop here and just kind of take more trash down. Go up here. I'm actually trying to grab all these healing wells for the achievement. I get like 1,000 of them. I think I'm at like 700 or so I still have to get. There you go, you see? And as you get better damage, as you get better gear and everything, those elites will go down much quicker. So Grasp of the Dead, Prawnado, and just start throwing out Sacrifice. So we have 3 dogs now. Gonna try to hope that we can get the 4th one from these guys dying in Grasp. If not, we can just go and summon zombie dogs again to get them right back up to 4. Go on to the next level. I kind of want to show you the Rift Guardian anyway for single target instruction. Like here, you Spirit Walk and Jaunt will help you kind of get out of affixes or Jailer or what have you. It does have a considerable cooldown, so you want to try to use it sparingly. Get them all grouped up again. There you go. Just pick up some of this gear. We'll summon zombie dogs again since we're down to 2. And while you're farming as well, you want to make sure you get these pools of reflection and all of that good stuff. Take them down here. Try to get them all grouped up again. He keeps walling me in, which is, you know, always fun. But for the most part, you know, your survivability is pretty good as long as you're not standing any sort of affixes or fire or whatever. Just play smart and you should be able to very easily clear Torment 1. Let's go here and find some density. It does work better with density for sure. Alright, grass. Get grass down. Start sacrificing. Summon zombie dogs again. Try to get kind of out of the way. What I usually do is I usually hold down shift and just alternate between my mouse buttons to make sure I keep Tornado and Grasp the Dead up, and then I'll just spam 4 to make sure that I'm sacrificing as much as I can on targets like that. I would say once you get to around 400,000 DPS, then this build gets considerably easier to play. You can also opt to roll elite damage on your weapon and stuff like that to help speed up things as well. Try to get these guys down. You see, I'm just standing in a fixes there. Put grass down. Put another tornado down. Sacrifice on this guy. There you go. And like there, we gotta get out of this molten because that always hurts no matter what happens. Go back up here, try to find some more density and get to the Rift Guardian. We'll go and use zombie dogs since we're kind of looking for packs anyway. Kind of start that cooldown. Go down grasp. Another big thing too is whenever you're looking for gear and everything, you should open up everything. You should clear everything. It's really important because you never know when that next legendary piece is going to drop. Alright, let's go down here. Like I said, we're just taking it down. We're taking it pretty easy. Just making sure we get a lot of stuff down. We don't want to rush too much because we'll end up just aggroing a bunch of guys around us and it'll be just an inescapable situation. So it's best just to kind of clean house a little bit when you're running rifts. They're not timed. You're not running greater rifts yet. I'd say if you wanted to run greater rifts, you could probably do it on, greater rift 1 or somewhere on the low end where it's like the hard or master difficulty, and you should be just fine. Right there, I just got scissored by Arcane. Alright, we didn't have any zombie dogs. Get our Gargantuan back up. Get Tornado up. See, like all these guys here, tons of density, and it works out really well. Just keeping grasp up will keep your dogs in fresh supply. Spirit Walk to kind of push down a little bit more. And to make things even easier, you could roll sacrifice damage on your gear or Gargantuan on your gear as well. What's also important is on your bracers, make sure you get physical damage percentage, which is going to help with all of your abilities here, with the exception of Gargantuan, which is cold. It's like this shield here, it's just going to take longer to get him down, just because it's absorbing all that damage as your sacrifice is doing. And I'm frozen. The Gargantuan up. So you see, it's not really like we're battling a whole lot to stay alive. It's just kind of, we have to kind of work some of these guys down a little bit. What else do we have to go on this map? Let's go down here. Hopefully we can finish off the rift now with another. I think we can get another pack down. We can get it. I opted to use a two-handed weapon since we're a resource-based build. So you'll actually get more damage than you would with a one-hander and a mojo. Unless you just get really stellar pieces. Over around here, try to get this guy. See why we're just dodging stuff. So now we're going to fight the Rift Guardian. And it's just going to be like more single target. And this guy's going to be fun because he's going to be a lot of, you're going to have to keep your distance from him. Because his slam will do a lot of damage and his cave-in does a considerable amount as well. You have to be kind of careful with your dogs because, in a greater rift you're not necessarily going to have ads. So you definitely want to just try to keep your dogs up. Grasp of the Dead is not going to do a whole lot here just because it's, we're working on a single target. But the idea here is just, see, like now we're just waiting for our cooldown, which is when you're gearing this build, if you want to make it even more advanced, then CDR will help as well. Get Grasp out, Tornado, hopefully keep him in it, and get some sacrifices. So your dogs go pretty fast when there's no ads around. Alright, so we managed to get 2 dogs off of there. off his ads that he's spawning. There we go. We just got really unlucky with this Rift Guardian. And there he's down. See, not too flashy. It's not a fancy build like other classes have, but it will get you there, I promise. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put a link to the Diablo fans build in the description. If you like Diablo content or Blizzard content in general, then hit the subscribe button, hit the like button to see more, and I'll see you guys next time.